So now we got AUD and NZD. On the daily time frame for AU, we can see we've had our daily break of structure with our swing low and our swing high. Within this overall impulse in towards the upside, this is the major point of liquidity on the daily time frame. This one here is also a point I would consider is liquidity. However, because of how strong the AUD is currently, I'd only expect this one to go before then possibly looking for those longs back up in towards the upside. If we go down onto the 4 hour time frame, what we can see is we have had a 4 hour break of structure. So this is our swing low and this is our swing high. We've taken out 1 point of liquidity within this overall impulse in towards the upside, but we still have this major point here, which I'd look to see get taken before we can look for those upside continuations. It is, again, still in a nice lower time frame trend, and if we did seem to break and close below this low, then we could anticipate some further downside. If we go down onto the 1 hour time frame, as you can see, this is our most recent break of structure with our swing low and our swing high. We've taken out this major point of liquidity within this overall impulse, and we have currently not seen any form of reaction, and it does look like it's just going to continue to sell off to at least take this high here. If we go on to NZDUSD, we can see on the daily time frame we've had our daily break of structure with our swing low and our swing high. We've taken the lowest point of liquidity within this overall impulse before switching bullish in the order flow. If we go down onto the 4 hour time frame, what we can see is the switch bullish happened over here, breaking structure in towards the upside, followed by another break of structure in towards the upside. So this is our current swing structure, and this is the lowest point of liquidity that we could look to get taken before seeing those upside continuations. But similar to AU, we can see that this is a very bearish momentum in the market currently, and I don't necessarily think that this point is going to initially start that push. What I'd want to see is some nice clear structure forming where I can then look to capitalize on the upside move. But in these markets, you've got to stay very patient. We're seeing a big risk off push at the moment, so money is flowing quite heavily into the dollar. Once we see the confirmation on the dollar and that it's ready to short, we can then look for these setups like AU and NU longs.